What's going on? Welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching. You know, this is my first YouTube video in my channel. Thank you so much for watching. If you don't know what's going on here, this is 2016 Royal Enfield Thunderbird 350. Today's episode is about intermediate riding tips, so stay tuned for that. So, these tricks and techniques I will be talking about today. We focus on the beginner rider here a lot, but today I am focusing on 6 or 12 months to put down some miles to understand what's good and what's bad about riding. So let's get into it. And the very first tip is throttle control. When it comes to motorcycles, the little tube here that spins and allows your engine to open and close, it's the number one thing that connects you to your motorcycle. So learn to apply throttle without being too jerky. This is an important skill, and it's very important to learn how to maintain smooth and steady throttle no matter what your hand is doing. And the second one is how to learning to brake with two fingers. Some will brake with one finger, and I prefer only with two fingers. It just works a little bit nicer and it will provide a little bit control. The reason, if you put two fingers on the brake lever, you still have a 2-point contact on the throttle, and it's really good for downshifting. And the third one is, whenever you go downshift, you lose a lot of speed and momentum. And when you do downshift, like in traffic, go down to second, just tap your brakes a little bit on the rear, and this will flash your lights behind you. That will alert the person behind you. It's just a nice way to know people that you are slowing down. Next tip I like to give is to be light as possible on the bars. It's hard to explain over the camera. Being lighter on the bar is incredibly important skill set that every rider should have. But when you are first starting in riding out, it's hard to do that. And the last one I like to give is hanging off the bike. Hanging off the bike is usually a best practice. There is really no substitute for hanging off the bike. Whenever you hang off, a scrub off, lean angle, and it allows you to ride. If you're just starting out or a kind of still understanding clutch control and throttle and your brakes and your slow speeds, and you are not super comfortable, you don't lean off the bike. Just don't do it. You don't need to do it. You can take corners at relatively good pace without hanging off your bikes. Although it's a good skill, take your time and learn how to do it. Just practice good throttle control, practice the line selection, then you start experimenting with hanging off the bikes. Without practice, it's not that good for all having. And if you are out there having some fun on your bike, focus on one thing at a time and you will be happy. That's all, guys. Gonna wrap up intermediate tips for today. Thank you so much for checking out this video. I really appreciate that you learned something, and I hope it was helpful. And I am not a professional, so I don't have all the answers, but I have been riding for long enough to where I feel comfortable. Catch you guys next time. See you later. And if you do like this video, please like, comment and subscribe.